Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new here. My name is Sandra, and in today's video I'm sharing all the makeup products with you that I've really enjoyed using in 2019, aka my full list of 2019 makeup favorites. So if you're interested, then just keep on watching. And before we get started, I just wanted to mention that I have so many more makeup products that I really like, but in this video I will only show you the makeup products that I absolutely love, that are my holy grail makeup products, just to keep this video as short as possible. And now, without further ado, let's get started. And I will start with eyeshadows. And here I've got two eyeshadow palettes. The first one is the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette. And I have this palette now for a while, and I'm always going back to this one because it has so many different colors. It has matte shades and shimmery shades, and it also has a mirror. And the best thing about this palette is the smell, because it smells like peaches and the smell doesn't fade away. It's so good, and I've used this so many times and I still use it. I always go back to this palette, especially for the brown colors here. They are so beautiful, and also this shimmery shade, and then here the white shade. And what I also like about this palette is that the colors are very good pigmented, and they also blend out very well, and you can also build up the colors. So everything that I want in a eyeshadow palette. The next eyeshadow palette is from Catrice, and it's called Glitterholic. And guys, that's such a beautiful eyeshadow palette. The packaging alone is so beautiful. And then here inside you have 9 different colors. You have matte ones and shimmery ones, and this red color here in the middle is a very glittery shade. And it also has a little mirror. And this eyeshadow palette was way more affordable than the Too Faced one, but the only problem is that this was a limited edition. But I just wanted to show it to you because I'm so obsessed with this eyeshadow palette. These eyeshadows are so good pigmented, and they also blend out very well. And I would say that the color pigmentation of these eyeshadows is a little bit better than the color pigmentation of the eyeshadows from the Too Faced palette. And this was a few euros because it was from Catrice, so very affordable. And another thing that I really like about these eyeshadows is that they are so soft and smooth. I just love this palette. So next I've got 2 powders, and one is the Catrice Nude Illusion powder, and the other one is the Rimmel Match Perfection powder. And I mention them together because they do exactly the same, or they have the same benefits. These are just normal loose powders. I use them to set my places where I put concealer on. That's usually underneath my eyes, on my forehead, my nose and my chin. And yeah, these powders are just great for this purpose because they keep the concealer in place the whole day long. They don't dry out my under eye area. They're just good and very affordable because they're both from the drugstore. And the Rimmel one comes with this little pad here. I don't use it. I think you can press it just against your face if you don't have a brush. And these are the only 2 translucent powders that I've used in 2019, and I love them both. That's the reason why they are part of this video. So let's talk about concealers, and I will start with the first one, and it's the Liquid Camouflage Concealer by Catrice. And yeah, if you watch my channel now for a while, you probably will know that this is one of my holy grail concealers of all time, because I think I've repurchased it now, I would say 15 times. That's just my go-to concealer because it's very affordable. It's also from Catrice, and it covers my under eye circles so well. This is definitely a full coverage concealer. This one is one of the best concealers that I've ever tried out, and I've used it nearly every day in 2019. It doesn't get into my fine lines when I set it with powder, so it works very well with the 2 translucent powders that I've shown you before. And I think it's about €3, so definitely worth the money. and it also lasts very long. So yeah, my heart beats for this concealer. And now moving on to another holy grail concealer, and it's the Instant Anti-Age Rewind Concealer from Maybelline. This one is in shade 01 Light, sorry. I really have to say that I've discovered this concealer years ago and that I've used it for such a long time. And I don't know why, but somehow I just forgot about this concealer because I had the Liquid Camouflage one. And now, a few months ago, I found it again because I was looking for a concealer that was a little bit darker than the Liquid Camouflage one. And this color was just perfect. And yeah, I still love this concealer because it's also very full coverage. I have it on now. It doesn't dry out my under eye area at all. It doesn't get into my fine lines. And a little bit goes a long way. So I love everything about this concealer. It's a little bit more expensive than the Catrice one, but in my opinion it's definitely worth the money. So if you're looking for very high coverage concealers, then I can definitely recommend this one to you, and also the Catrice one, and also the next one. And this is the Infallible More Than Concealer by L'Oreal. And this concealer is also very, very good, and the coverage is amazing. A little bit goes a long way because it has a very big applicator, so a few dots are definitely enough. Yeah, it also doesn't dry out my under eye area, it doesn't get into my fine lines when I set it with powder, and also works very well with the translucent powders. So definitely one of my 2019 makeup favorites. So let's move on to, I would say, foundation. Yeah, foundation. And I will start with my go-to holy grail foundation at the moment, and it's the Perfect Match foundation from L'Oreal. I love this foundation. That's the best foundation I've ever used. The other ones that I will show you are also good, but I don't know, I'm so obsessed with this one. It's a skin tone adapting foundation, so it matches perfectly to my natural skin tone of my neck. It's the foundation that I'm wearing right now, and it has a very beautiful and natural sheen and glow in it, so not too much. And I would say the coverage is about more medium coverage, but it looks very natural on the skin, and you can also build it up if you want more coverage. And another benefit is that it has SPF 16 in it, and I think that's the perfect foundation if you have normal to dry skin, because that's my skin type, and I just love it. It looks always good on me, and yeah, I could talk about this foundation hours, but I think that's enough. Let's move on to the next foundation, and that's the Fit Me Luminescent Smooth Foundation from Maybelline in the shade 125. And that's also a foundation for normal to dry skin. That's also one of my favorite foundations, but I've just stopped using it because I found this one, but it has nearly the same benefits like the Perfect Match foundation. But I think this one has a little bit more coverage than the Perfect Match foundation, but it also gives my skin a very beautiful and natural glow. And it says that it's also for normal to dry skin, so perfect for me. And it also never looked cakey on my face, and yeah, I just like it. So if you have normal to dry skin and you're looking for a very luminous and glowy foundation, then I can definitely recommend this to you. So there's another product I want to mention, and these are the Prime and Fine Transformer drops from Catrice, the lining one. These drops are amazing because I've used them together with the, with this foundation so many times, because like I've said, this is and was a little bit too dark for me, so I had to use lining drops, and these are so good because you need a few drops and they really make the foundation lighter, and they don't change the formula of the foundation, so you don't notice these drops when you're wearing the foundation. And they are also very affordable. And let's see, I think we will move on with primer. Yeah, I have 3 different primers, and the first one is the Filmora Beauty Amplifier Smoothing Primer. This primer is very smooth and soft, and I just like the texture of this primer and also the finish of the foundation because it looks very good. And it's supposed to make the foundation last longer, of course, like every other primer, but I like it. Maybe there is a dupe for it that is a little bit more affordable. The next primer is a little bit more affordable, and it's again from Catrice. I'm so sorry, this video is definitely not sponsored by Catrice, but I think I have so many Catrice products. I think most of the products are from Catrice, just because they have good products and a good price. Yes, I think so. And yeah, but let's move on. The next primer is the Prime and Fine Aqua Fresh Hydro Primer, and I really have to say that I really enjoy using this because it's like a moisturizer, but it sinks into the skin very quickly, and it also provides the skin with lots of moisture during the day, and the foundation looks just good on it. I don't know if the foundation lasts longer with the primer, but it helps my skin to feel very fresh and hydrated. So yeah, I just like it. And also the next primer is very affordable. That's the Essence Hydrating and Perfecting Primer. And I think I've bought it 4 weeks ago, so it's pretty new. And at the beginning I was not sure what to think about it. I was like, okay, the price is okay and the result is okay. But now I've used it nearly every day, and I really love it because it was very affordable. It's from Essence. The next thing is that it has SPF 20 in it. That's very good. And another thing is that it smells very good, a little bit like the Nivea products. And yes. And another good thing is that it covers pores. They're still a little bit visible, but I think for the price it's totally okay. Let's move on to, yeah, I would say eyeliner. And the first one is the Fenty Beauty Fly Liner. And guys, honestly, this is the best eyeliner pen I've ever used. It's so beautiful, but the best thing is that it has a very precise tip, so you can draw your wings very easily, line your upper lash line. It looks so good, and it's a very long-lasting eyeliner. The price is too bad. I think it was about 28 euros or so, so pretty expensive for an eyeliner. But yeah, it's my holy grail eyeliner. But unfortunately, I was only able to use it a few times, because then I've used it and the cap was not completely closed, so it dried out. And now it's time to throw it away, but I can't throw it away because it's so beautiful and it was so damn expensive. Now to an eyeliner that is a little bit, okay, extremely cheaper, and it's the Aster Eye Artist liquid eyeliner. Every time I use it, I love this eyeliner more and more because it's so easy to line your upper lash line and to do a wing, and the color pigmentation is also very good. And I don't know, at first I was not sure what to think about it, but now I just love it, and I think I will definitely repurchase it when it's empty. Next I've got 2 highlighters, and the first is the Essence Insta Perfect Liquid Highlighter. I really have to say that I've never used a liquid highlighter before, but this one really got me, and I'm really obsessed with this because you can use this together with foundation to make your foundation a little bit more glowy. And you can also use this as a normal highlighter. I prefer using this as a highlighter because my glowy foundations are very glowy, so I don't need an extra glow. But for highlighter, it works so good and it looks very natural, but you can build it up to a very intense and strong highlighter. It's pretty tiny, but it lasts you very long because you don't need much of the product. And it's also very affordable because it's from Essence. And first I thought it might be a little bit too dark, but when it dries completely, it has the perfect shade. And yeah, trust me, it looks very, very good. And also the next highlighter, and I've seen that it's also from Essence, and it's the Berry On highlighter in the shade 02 Berry Vibes. And unfortunately this was also a limited edition, but I just wanted to mention it in this video because this is also, together with this one of my favorite highlighters of all time, because it was very affordable, the color is perfect, the highlight is so intense and definitely buildable, and it looks so good, intense but natural. It's so beautiful. It has this champagne-y pinky shade, but that's not very visible on the skin, so if you have a skin tone like me, it fits perfectly, and the sheen is incredible. It's so beautiful. I would say let's move on with bronzer, and here I've got two bronzers that are definitely my holy grail products of 2019, and the first one is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. And yeah, I don't know how many times I've already repurchased it because yeah, I've dropped it 2 times and then I've destroyed it because I've put too much pressure on it with the brush. But this bronzer is so freaking amazing and good because the smell is incredible. It always reminds me of summer. It has it smells like coconut, a little bit like pina colada, something like this. And the color is also perfect for my skin tone. I think this is the medium one because there's a lighter one and a darker one. It's a very natural color and the texture is amazing because it's very buttery, like the name says, and you can blend it out very easily. So this bronzer always gives me a very natural and sun-kissed look, like the next one, and that's the Max Factor Cream Bronzer. I know at the first sight it looks a little bit weird because of the different colors. There is a red one, brown, and something like a gold. But if you mix it together, it has the perfect color. It looks also very good. It's a little bit darker than this one, but it also fits my skin color perfectly, and it also has a very beautiful sheen or glow, so you can definitely skip highlighter if you're using this. The next thing is this blush here, and of course it's also from Catrice, and it's the strobing blush in the shade 010. Since I have this blush, I really have to force myself to use the other blushes to use them up somehow, because I always take this one, and that's just because it looks so natural but beautiful. It's a very peachy and neutral color, or colors, because there are 4 different ones, and I always mix them together to get the perfect shade. And there's also a little bit of glow in it, not too much, but it looks, I think, very pretty. So next I've got 2 mascaras. The first is the Maybelline Lash Sensational one, and the other one is the Rimmel Wonderfully Real Mascara. These 2 mascaras are just insane because they give my lashes length, volume, and they separate the lashes so beautifully. Best mascaras ever, and they are both from the drugstore, so not very expensive. And every time I use one of these mascaras, my lashes look like false lashes, and I get so many compliments on my lashes because people are like, okay, are these your natural lashes? And it's like, yeah. And I also recommend these mascaras to all of my friends who are asking for a good mascara because I know it works, and yeah, that's also the reason why they are part of this video. And I have the feeling like this video is already too long, but I have a few more products, and yeah, lip products. And the first one is the Catrice Dew Full Lips Conditioning Lip Butter. Yeah, pretty long name. And it's in the shade 020. I normally don't buy these lip glosses with the sheen in it because every time when I apply lip gloss and I go outside, my hair just gets into the lip gloss, and then I have the lip gloss all over my hair. But not with this lip gloss here, because it's not sticky at all. It's very moisturizing and very soft, but not sticky. That's so good. And I also like the color. It's a very neutral pinky color, so perfect for an everyday makeup look. I've got two other lip products here, and this one is the Deborah Velvet Fluid Lipstick in the shade 07, a beautiful red color, in combination with this lip liner here from Sephora, and it's called Rouge Gel Lip Liner in the shade 11. These two products fit perfectly together. The lip liner is a little bit darker, but these red colors are so beautiful and gorgeous, because you can never go wrong with a red lip, and I love red lips. And the lip liner is very soft and precise, and you can also use this lip liner alone without a lip gloss or lipstick. And the lipstick dries matte. That's something that I like, because like I've said before, I don't like a sticky lipstick or lip gloss. And this lipstick lasts forever. No matter if you are drinking, eating or whatsoever, it stays in place, it looks good, and the problem is that it's so hard to remove. So I always have to make sure that I use a micellar water with oil in it. But yeah, I just love the color, I love the fact that it's matte, and in combination with this lip liner, it gives me the perfect result, the perfect red lip. And another lipstick, it's also a red one, is the Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink Lipstick in the shade 50. This one is a little bit darker, but it's also very hard to remove. But I don't care, because this color is perfect for fall and winter time, and I've used it in so many makeup tutorials that you can find on my channel now. So guys, now you've seen all my 2019 makeup favorites. Let me know in the comments which makeup product is your holy grail product of 2019. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I wish you an amazing day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!